Douay, Rheims, Proverbs, chapter 14. A wise woman buildeth her house, but the foolish will put down with her hands that also which is built. He that walketh in the right way and feareth God is despised by him that goeth by an infamous way. In the mouth of a fool is a rod of pride, but the lips of the wise preserve them. Where there are no oxen, the crib is empty. But where there is much corn, there the strength of the ox is manifest. A faithful witness will not lie, but a deceitful witness uttereth a lie. A scorner seeketh wisdom, and findeth it not. The learning of the wise is easy. Go against a foolish man, and he knoweth not the lips of prudence. The wisdom of a discreet man is to understand his way, and the imprudence of fools erreth. A fool will laugh at sin, but among the just grace shall abide. Excuse me. The heart that knoweth the bitterness of his own soul, in his joy the stranger shall not intermeddle. The house of the wicked shall be destroyed, but the tabernacles of the just shall flourish. There is a way which seemeth just to a man, but the ends thereof lead to death. Laughter shall be mingled with sorrow, and mourning taketh hold of the end of joy. A fool shall be filled with his own ways, and the good man shall be above him. The innocent believeth every word, the discreet man considereth his steps. No good shall come to the deceitful son, but the wise servant shall prosper in his dealings, and his way shall be made straight. A wise man feareth and declineth from evil. The fool leapeth over and is confident. The impatient man shall work folly, and the crafty man is hateful. The childish shall possess folly, and the prudent shall look for knowledge. The evil shall fall down before the good, and the wicked before the gates of the just. The poor man shall be hateful even to his own neighbor, but the friends of the rich are many. He that despiseth his neighbor sinneth, but he that sheweth mercy to the poor shall be blessed. He that believeth in the Lord loveth mercy. They err that work evil, but mercy and truth prepare good things. In much work there shall be abundance, but where there are many words, there is ofttimes want. The crown of the wise is their riches, the folly of fools, imprudence. A faithful witness delivereth souls, and the double dealer uttereth lies. In the fear of the Lord is confidence of strength, and there shall be hope for his children. The fear of the Lord is a fountain of life, to decline from the ruin of death. In the multitude of people is the dignity of their king, and in the small number of people the dishonor of the prince. He that is patient is governed with much wisdom, but he that is impatient exalteth his folly. Soundness of heart is the life of the flesh, but envy is a rottenness of the bones. He that oppresseth the poor upbraideth his maker, but he that hath pity on the poor honoreth him. The wicked man shall be driven out in his wickedness, but the just hath hope in his death. In the heart of the prudent resteth wisdom, and it shall instruct all the ignorant. Justice exalteth a nation, but sin maketh nations miserable. A wise servant is acceptable to the king. He that is good for nothing shall feel his anger. Chapter 15. A mild answer breaketh wrath, but a harsh word stirreth up fury. The tongue of the wise adorneth knowledge, but the mouth of fools bubbleth out folly. The eyes of the Lord in every place behold good and evil. A peaceable tongue is a tree of life, but that which is immoderate shall crush the spirit. A fool laugheth at the instruction of his father, but he that regardeth reproof shall become prudent. In abundant justice there is the greatest strength, but the devices of the wicked shall be rooted out. The house of the just is very much strength, and in the fruits of the wicked is trouble. The lips of the wise shall disperse knowledge, the hearts of the fool shall be unlike. The victims of the wicked are abominable to the Lord. The vows of the just are acceptable. The way of the wicked is an abomination to the Lord. He that followeth justice is beloved by him. Instruction is grievous to him that forsaketh the way of life. He that hateth reproof shall die. Hell and destruction are before the Lord. How much more the hearts of the children of men? A corrupt man loveth one that reproveth him, nor will he loveth not one who reproveth him, nor will he go to the wise. A glad heart maketh a cheerful countenance, but by grief of mind the spirit is cast down. The heart of the wise seeketh instruction, and the mouth of the fools feedeth foolishness. All the days of the poor are evil. A secure mind is like a continual feast. Better is a little with the fear of the Lord than great treasures without content. It is better to be invited to herbs with love than to a fattened calf with hatred. A passionate man stirreth up strife. He that is patient appeaseth these that are stirred up. The way of the slothful is a hedge of thorns. The way of the just is without offense. A wise son maketh a father joyful, but the foolish man despiseth his mother. Folly is joy to the fool, and the wise man maketh straight his steps. Designs are brought to nothing where there is no counsel, but where there are many counselors they are established. A man rejoiceth in the sentence of his mouth, and a word in due time is best. The path of life is above for the wise, that he may decline from the lowest hell. The Lord will destroy the house of the proud. He will strengthen the borders of the window. Evil thoughts are an abomination to the Lord, and pure words, most beautiful, shall be confirmed by him. He that is greedy of gain troubleth his own house, but he that hateth bribes shall live. By mercy and faith sins are purged away, and by the fear of the Lord every one declineth from evil. The mind of the just studieth obedience. The mind of the wicked overfloweth with evils. The Lord is far from the wicked, and he will hear the prayers of the just. The light of the eyes rejoiceth the soul. A good name maketh the bones fat. The ear that heareth the reproofs of life shall abide in the midst of the wise. He that rejecteth instruction despiseth his own soul, but he that yieldeth to reproof possesseth understanding. The fear of the Lord is the lesson of wisdom. The humility goes before glory. Chapter 16. It is a part of the man to prepare the soul, and the Lord to govern the tongue. All the ways of man are open to his eyes, and the Lord is the weigher of spirits. Lay open the works to the Lord, and thy thoughts shall be directed. The Lord has made all things for himself, and the wicked also for the evil day. The proud man is an abomination to the Lord. Though hand should be joined to hand, he is not innocent. The beginning of a good way is to do justice, and that is more acceptable with God than to offer sacrifices. By mercy and truth, iniquity is redeemed, and by the fear of the Lord men depart from evil. When the ways of man shall please the Lord, he will convert even his enemies to peace. Better is a little with justice than great revenues with iniquity. The heart of man disposeth his way, but the Lord must direct his steps. Divination is in the lips of the king. His mouth shall not err in judgment. Wait and balance your judgments of the Lord, and his work all weights of the bag. They that act wickedly are abominable to the king, for the throne is established by justice. Just lips are the delight of kings. He that speaketh right things shall be loved. The wrath of a king is as messengers of death, and the wise man will pacify it. In the cheerfulness of the king's countenance is life, and his clemency is like the latter rain. Get wisdom, because it is better than gold, and purchase prudence, for it is more precious than silver. The path of the just departeth from evils. He that keepeth his soul keepeth his way. Pride goeth before destruction, and the spirit is lifted up before a fall. It is better to be humbled with the meek than to divide spoils with the proud. The learned in word shall find good things, and he that trusteth in the Lord is blessed. The wise in heart shall be called prudent, and he that is sweet in words shall attain to greater things. Knowledge is a fountain of life to him that possesseth it, and the instruction of fools is foolishness. The heart of the wise shall instruct his mouth, and shall add grace to his lips. Well-ordered words are as a honeycomb, sweet to the soul and health to the bones. There is a way that seemeth to the man right, and the ends thereof lead to death. The soul of him that laboureth for himself, but his mouth hath obliged him to it. The wicked man diggeth evil, and in his lips is a burning fire. A perverse man stirreth up quarrels, and one full of words spareth princes. An unjust man allureth his friends, and leadeth him into the way that is not good. He that with fixed eyes deviseth wicked things, biting his lips, bringeth evil to pass. Old age is a crown of dignity, when it is found in the ways of justice. The patient man is better than the valiant, and he that ruleth his spirit than he that taketh cities. Lots are cast to the lap, but they are disposed of by the Lord.